How you doing, guys? Welcome to Naked Truth Outdoors. Our last video of us walleye fishing, we used homemade jigs, and we've got some viewers that were asking for a how-to on tying jigs. I'm gonna tie a black jig, and we'll get started here. The vices usually run between $15 and maybe $18. I'm not sure, I haven't bought one in a while. You're gonna need the head glue that holds the thread, and I've got an assortment of thread. So the first thing you want to do is pick out your color of thread, and I'm going to use black, and you want to lay it across the top spine of the jig, and you want to wrap that around a couple of times. And the nice thing about that spool holder is you can let the thread hang until you get done cutting the hair. So I've got a black bucktail right here that I bought at the tackle shop. They go for somewhere between $4 and $5, depending on where you go. And you want to start out with not a lot. Get a nice little pair of scissors, and you want to make sure that the cut is even. And then you want to lay that right on top. Bring it around a couple of times, not a lot, just enough to hold it. When you layer it with smaller amounts, you don't get it, it's not all wadded up. So again, we'll lay it on top. And you don't have to worry about the hairs that are kind of going every which way. We'll trim those off at the end. Now, after you get a few of them on the back, you can go ahead over to the sides. Lay it over on the side, and again, wrap it around. Having a really sharp pair of scissors is essential for cutting that hair. Now we can put a few longer ones on. And depending on how big the jig you want to make, how much hair you want it to float around is up to you. You can keep adding or subtracting. I like to put some of this holographic stuff on there. On overcast days, this really makes the jig flash a little bit easier to pick up. And just like the hair, you want to lay it right on the top, or you can put it on the bottom, wherever you want to put it. I like to put it on the top. And then that's pretty much it. And then you want to wrap the string, keep wrapping it until you don't see any more of the holographic stuff. That way you know that you got it good. Now the knot's a pretty important thing to finish it. What I do is I make a loop and I slide the spool through and follow it in with my fingers, because sometimes it pops off the head. So I usually do this 3 times, and it seems to work. And then that's it. You want to cut the string fairly close. And then what I'll do is I'll go around and trim all the hair that's sticking out every which way. When you get the glue, you can use a little brush. What I use is a regular Q-tip. You want to dab that on the string, and you want to make sure that you get enough of that glue all the way on, all around the head, so that it really locks up your thread and it doesn't fray and come apart. So that's the finished product. I think you guys should try it. It's really fun when you catch a fish on a lure that you make yourself. Thanks for watching.